Hello, I'm Kaylin and this is Matthew.
And this is the Quegs Ashbourne BBC School Report 2012.
6 Year 7 pupils from Quegs were featured on BBC It's Living's Today last night.
Anton de Beck and Erin Bogue are some of the main dancers on Strictly Come Dancing. This is how they got on.
I am Megan from Quegs BBC's School Report team, and we are here to interview Anton Dubeck and Erin Bogue from BBC Strictly Come Dancing.
And every time your lips meet mine, well, down and down I go, round and round I go, under that old black magic.
Me? Right, yes. Well, I was a little older than you when I started dancing. I was about 13 or 14, and really it was just a room full of girls. I wish it was slightly more artistic than that. It became more artistic later. But essentially when I first started, it was just a room. I thought, oh no, I don't mind this. Room full of girls, but fantastic. I was the only boy. When I started dancing, boys didn't dance, really. Especially not ballroom dancing. And Latin American.
But look at you now.
Look at me now.
Look at you now.
We're all doing it now. It's fantastic.
And I started because I went along when I was a very small child to a dance class with my brother, and apparently I wouldn't sit still in the pushchair, so they sort of let me free, and so I've been dancing for many years.
Where did we perform our first performance together?
Oh, it was Leatherhead.
Was it a place? Was it really?
Leatherhead. What was that little place? Leatherhead Leisure Centre.
We did a competition about 100 years ago.
It was 100 years ago.
It feels like it. And our first competition together was it September?
September.
Was a September, and we danced in a little competition at the Leatherhead Leisure Centre down in Surrey. How did we do? Any good?
Well, I think we actually won, but it was only a small competition.
It was a very small competition.
It was like we'd only been together for a couple of months.
Local competition.
And it's like a warm-up because we had the international.
We was at the Albert Hall a month later.
That's right.
We danced at the Albert Hall a month later. Look at us.
Where we made the top 24 in the world.
So starry.
I know. Now, it all depends on your Strictly partner, how many hours you can do. It depends on whether they have another job, so if they're an actor and they're filming something, or a presenter, you do as many hours as they can possibly master before their brain sort of turns to mush.
25 minutes for
Sometimes.
my partners most of the time.
So sometimes you might only do an hour, or sometimes you might do 5 or 6 hours.
8 hours. When I danced with Anne Widdicombe, we started at 10 o'clock and finished about 5 and 6 o'clock.
You had a lot of tea breaks.
Well, 1 or 2.
Yeah, a lot of tea breaks.
She's quite a formidable character, is that lovely Anne?
With Anton and I, if we're doing something like the tour, we'll train for many hours throughout the day, with less tea breaks.
Less tea breaks,
Less
more
tea
moving
breaks.
around.
Hopefully.
Not so many tea breaks, lots of moving, lots of steps.
It's great being here in Derby. We've been on tour, 4 different tours over the 4 years, and this is the first time that we've come to the Assembly Rooms in Derby, and it's great. I'm looking forward to it. It's a packed house tonight. And a packed house.
Brilliant.
So, and I'm hoping they're going to be a great audience.
There will be a great audience, because the people from Derby are wonderful people, intelligent people. Some of the cleverest people in the world come from Derby.
So it should be good then, see?
Derby's such a great town, it's actually a county. Love it. Love Derby. I might move to Derby.
That would be good.
I think I'll move to Derby. I think I'm going to buy a summer house in Derby by the river. There is a river, right? Is there a river? No.
Yeah.
Looks like they all had a great time.
Everyone loves snowdrops.
At one local Derbyshire venue, they're everywhere. School reporter Emma went to find out more.
Every February, Hopton Hall opens its doors to these magnificent things. You can usually see them from around the 1st of February to the 30th of March. There are millions of these snowdrops all around the place, and they are really all beautiful. The current hall can trace its history back to the 1400s, when it boasted an estate of 3,700 acres, some of which now stands under Carsington Reservoir just a couple of miles away from the hall. You can see these snowdrops every February, but if you want to do it now you're a bit too late, so put it in your diary for next year. Emma, Craig's School Report, Hopton Hall in Derbyshire.
Oh, they look really pretty.
Yeah. Queg's headmaster, Dr. Wilkes, has announced his retirement after 18 years teaching at Queg's.
School reporters Anna and Yasmin went to find out more.
Hi, I'm Anna. And I'm Yasmin. We're here to interview Dr. Wilkes, our headmaster, about his retirement after 18 years here at Queg's. So, let's go.
Feel about Dr. Wilkes' retirement?
Oh, well, we're looking forward to it, being retired together.
Has it been hard working together for so many years?
No, not at all, because I hardly see him at school. He sticks to doing headmastering, and I'm on level 2 teaching history most of the time.
How do you feel about Dr. Wilkes' retirement?
I'm very sorry in a sense that he's going, because he's done a lot for the school since he's been here. I've worked with several head teachers since I've been here, and he's done an awful lot in, moving to one side, getting the academy status, getting the technology college status. So, I think he'll be a great loss to the school.
How would you sum up Dr. Wilkes' time at Queg's?
I think since he's been here we've gone through loads and loads of changes, as I said, and change is not always easy, but we've done a good job with it really, I think, as a school as a whole, and with Dr. Wilkes being the head teacher, he's led from the front.
What made you want to retire?
Well, first of all, I'm old enough to retire. I'm 60 years old. So I decided that I would retire whilst before people were asking me, why haven't you retired? And I felt that if I went on for 2 or 3 more years, I wouldn't have the physical energy to do the job. I also think that because the school's become an academy, it needs someone who can be here for another 10 years. And in 10 years' time, I'll be 70. I don't see myself running a school when I'm 70.
We all wish Dr. Wilkes and Mrs. Wilkes a very happy retirement.
One of the things that is unique to Ashbourne is the Shrovetide football game. Matthew went to find out more.
Shrove Tuesday and Ash Wednesday. On these 2 days, Ashbourne is completely changed. There is a massive sport that grips it. That game is Shrovetide. This is the River Henmore. This is the river that divides the 2 teams. Those born north of it are known as the Uppards, and the people born south of it are known as the Downers. And over there is the Clifton goal. This is the goal which the Downers are forced to score with. And the only way you can score with it is in the river.
This is the plinth where the Shrovetide game begins. It starts with all the players congregating and singing our national anthem, or occasionally the Shrovetide song. Here is someone chosen by the town to throw in the ball and lets the game begin.
Is it an honour to have a Shrovetide ball?
Yes, it is a big honour. If you live in Ashbourne and you play Shrovetide, the ultimate goal is to score a ball. And the way you score a ball is to hit the ball 3 times against a mill wheel in the River Enmore at Clifton. That's my goal. I'm a Downard, And the best thing about scoring the ball, you work hard over the years, and then your friends nominate you to score if you've played well and played hard. So it is a big honour, yes.
That looks really fun, but I think it's a bit too rough for me.
As many people know, several economies around the world are crumbling.
But how does this affect our local area? Oliver, Peter and Ian went to find out more.
This is a report on the economic climate, seeing if it's affecting families. The EU has issued a new treaty to stop repeats like the Greek, Irish and Portuguese bailouts affecting the whole EU economy. The pact must be signed by 12 Eurozone states. UK Prime Minister David Cameron, who with the Czechs refused to sign, on Thursday the 1st of March he complained that his ideas, contained in a joint letter signed by 12 EU leaders, were being ignored. But after the talks he said, our letter really did become the agenda for the meeting. We now have a plan that we must stick to in the months ahead. We will only be able to see how much our budget is changing after the 21st of March when the Chancellor will be setting the spending and income tax.
In schools around the world, homework has become a very common thing for teachers to give out to their pupils. The Education Secretary, Michael Gove, has thought of getting rid of homework after parents complained that there was not enough family time with their children.
Children are not spending enough time outside due to the amount of homework teachers give out to their pupils, and they don't attend any clubs. This is one of the causes of detentions and unfitness. We went out to find out what you think about homework.
I look on homework as being a very useful extension of what you've done in the lessons. So if you need to consolidate, if you need to practice what you've been doing in the lessons, it's really, really useful. But I don't see homework as something that has to be set every lesson just for the sake of setting homework.
Do pupils get too much?
I can only really speak for ICT in the sense that I don't think they get too much. I mean, we try and go for a couple of marked pieces per half term, which I don't think is a lot. But on top of that, you've got revision for tests. You might have to collect some stuff for research. You might have to do some looking up of things on the internet, collect some images, things like that. So I think overall it's about right.
I think homework gives you a chance to develop habits of working on your own, of finding things out for yourself and learning to solve problems yourself. It's not just finishing off classwork, it's learning to work on your own, different things like that. Okay.
Do pupils get enough?
Enough homework? Well, the pupils probably think they do. The question is, do they do the homework that they get? Oh, well, very good. Excellent. You're a model pupil then.
I do it the night I get it.
Oh, even better. Well done, yes.
This summer, the Queen is celebrating her Diamond Jubilee. Though what effect has her reign had on our country? Caitlin went to learn more.
Even though there is still a few months to go, many people across the UK are already starting to finish the brilliant plans for the amazing celebrations of the Queen's Jubilee. 2012 beacons will be lit all across the country to mark the special event. One of them will be in the village of Flash, a Peak District village, where preparations have already begun. I will be interviewed by Mrs. Grammersfield to see what she thinks about this event.
Do you think it's important to celebrate the Diamond Jubilee?
Yes, because in a way it's thanking the monarchy for all she's done to this country.
Do you think most people will be wanting to thank her though?
Yeah, because she's not done anything against anyone and we're a lucky country to still have a monarchy.
Do you think we might be spending a bit too much money on the event?
Maybe a bit, but it is a big celebration, seeing as she has ruled the country for quite a long time now.
Will you be attending any celebrations or watching any on TV?
I think I'll probably be watching some on TV.
Do you think the monarchy is important to the country?
Yeah, we're a lucky country to still have a monarchy.
Several rural pubs have been going out of business in the local Ashbourne area recently.
How are others managing to keep open? Alex reports.
A lot of village pubs have recently been going out of business. How have you managed to keep the pub going through the economic crisis?
Well, we've had to take a close look at our prices, obviously, and make price increases, but to more effect, we've negotiated better deals with our suppliers.
Do you think you'll be able to keep the pub going?
At the moment, the future looks pretty grim. We'll be able to keep going for the foreseeable future.
How busy is it every day?
The days vary. Some days are very busy, other days are not so busy.
How many hours do you have to work?
At the moment, we work in excess of nearly 100 hours a week.
Thank you for your time.
It is obviously a difficult time for rural pubs. This is Alex reporting for QEGS BBC School Report News.
That's the end of our school report. Thank you for watching.
This was QEGS Ashbourne BBC School Report 2012. Good night.